first podcast of DCE Darbhanga. Myself Vishal Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, DCE Darbhanga. Welcomes you all. Today, with us is Mr. Sanjeev, National Expert, Higher Education Policy, Partnership and Outreach of Erasmus Plus of European Union, United Kingdom and India. I'd like to give a brief introduction about Sir. Sir has been UNESCO Fellow, Senior Consultant, World Bank, Senior Key Expert, Higher Education, European Union, Co-founder, NAS Council for Water and Research, Water and River, and many more. Sir, I have missed words, so it's your resume is very large and detailed.
Thank you very much.
Sir. Sir, can you proceed for questions?
Of course.
Sure. Sir, I comes from Paris land of Hitler. You have come from the past land of Hitler and getting connected by roots is something very close to your heart. So can you please be brief about your early childhood, about connection from Hitler and your academic journey so that our students will get inspired?
Okay. Before I begin, let me first thank the dynamic principal sir. And because today, as he said, being to the land of Hitler, we have always been to the land of Hitler. And at 55 plus, I discover why I am from land of Hitler because of the dynamic principal sir. So please big round of applause for us. And कहते हैं तो करता धरता प्रदीप जी बहुत क्षेत्र में हमारे और आप उनको जानते भी होंगे और he has played a very important role and I would say you people are very lucky that you have these two people against you. And before I answer his question, मैं प्रदीप जी जो आपको कह रहे थे कॉलेज के बारे में इंस्टीट्यूशन के बारे में I remember a story that I went to do my MBA way back in '95. The story goes like this. There are two young fish like you people swimming in the water. Old fish like me is coming from the other direction. Right? The two young fish, they tell the old fish, good morning. The old fish then asks the young one, how's the water today? Right? And the old fish swims across, the young fish across. Then one of the younger fish, they ask the other one, what the hell is water? So, as a student, when you are in a college, you don't understand what is college. You forget what you are. You will only understand when you are passed out. So, what the hell is water? For you is what the hell is college. तुम आए हो अपने मस्ती में हो कोर्स भी कर रहे हो कुछ लोग शिकायत कर रहे हो दरवाजा क्यों मिला कुछ लोग दरवाजा इसलिए मिला जो घर के पास है so what I am trying to tell you is as Pradeep very rightly said make the most of it this time will never come back in life number one number two what is college is not bricks right it's you are the most important person principal sir तो रहेंगे आप हो एक कोर्स करोगे आगे निकल जाओगे today you will be hearing about Harvard or any university in the world what do they talk about alumni right so let DCE talk about you people today who are sitting in this hall after 10-15 years so what I want to tell you is make the most of it it's not only your engineering program it's not only your CGPA like Steve Jobs had said he said how did you discover Apple he said, I fell in love with it. So you all people need to find your love. And love has so many things. You enjoy the campus. Like I came to this campus, I'm coming after 3 months I think. And already in 3 months as an outsider, I have seen so much changes. So you people today might be complaining, ये रोटी कच्चा है, खाना अच्छा नहीं है, क्या ये building है, या picture how many, I don't know anything. I don't even know all those things. So had you been in Patna or had you been in Delhi, life would have been much better. No, you're absolutely wrong. Enjoy the place. Abraham Lincoln has said, one should so live that the place should be proud of him. So let DCE be proud of you. And as Pradeep very rightly said, your course curriculum is one aspect only, only one out of the 360. It's the music, it's the sports, it's the drama society, it's amongst yourself that you do network. ये टाइम जिंदगी में दोबारा वापस नहीं आएगा, कभी नहीं आएगा। अभी आप लोग सब फ्रेंड्स हो, नेटवर्क करो, you try to read as many things as possible. Because you know, our system, our country is so bad, especially country like India. सारी जिंदगी हम करिकुलम पढ़ाते हैं, right? From kindergarten से लेके, I remember when I was a father of 2 young kids, so कहते हैं कि kindergarten की तैयारी करो because नहीं कहता school admission बहुत tough है. I said मैं नहीं कराऊंगा, देखा जाएगा क्या होगा. So from kindergarten there is a syllabus, today also in engineering there is a syllabus, and जब आप लोग पास हो गए वापस जब जॉब में जाओगे ना, after 6 months आपका जो टीम लीडर होगा, जो मैनेजर होगा, वो आपसे कहेगा think out of the box. सारी जिंदगी बॉक्स में डाल दिया, वो बंदा जो खुद बॉक्स से निकल के आया, आपको कहता think out of the box. So when do you start thinking? You start thinking today. Make the most of it. Enjoy DCE. You know, enjoy DCE. Back around, make noise about DCE. आज मैं सुबह मेरी एयरपोर्ट पे था, so I put it on the LinkedIn and I went on to see if DCE LinkedIn पे है कि नहीं. So I was very happy to see है. लेकिन आप लोग young students हो, and you are the masters of social media, right? So why should you make noise about DCE? आप ये noise create करोगे ना, क्या दिल्ली में लोग सुनेंगे, abroad लोग सुनेंगे, people will say what is this college? You know, दरभंगा college of engineering, and how is it going to benefit? तुमने कहोगे नहीं यार, मैं तो कोर्स करूँगा, campus placement होगा, या कुछ होगा चले जाएंगे. They will come to you. They might approach the principal, sir. I want to visit. You are so lucky to be placed next to the airport. You know, in India में institutions का one biggest problem is they are not close to the airport. आप लोग बताओ, XRI का नाम सुना?
Yes, sir.
Right? XRI is in Jamshedpur. Now I've been involved in developing XRI. अभी मालूम को कहाँ आया है? हरियाणा के झारखंड में. That is only land they could afford. Why? They want to be next to Delhi. They want to be next to the airport. So you're so lucky. You're on the highway next to the airport. So make the most of it. DC. Now I'll come back to this question because that's not very important. My childhood, because I think more important. I tell you what. And you should ask me questions. Stop me anytime, all of you. But basically, about my childhood, I was born in UK, and of course, my father he loves his village and he loves his country. So when I was 4 years, he came back. I went to St. Paul's, Darjeeling. Then, of course, I was in European school, Dhanbad. Then I went to Delhi for my school, then college. Then I was preparing for civil services. I failed. मेरा नहीं हुआ UPSC में. एक बिहारी का हर बिहारी करता है. I was also one of those. Then luckily some sense prevailed. I took GMAT and then I went on scholarship to do my MBA. Then I was working with Boston Consulting Group in London. Then education happened to be my default. Tony Blair was the UK Prime Minister, and that time India was happening country. And I also wanted to come back to India. I worked with the British Council, British High Commission for 10 years. Then after 10 साल बाद मुझे लगा my fuel tank was getting empty. When I said fuel tank, जो मैं आपसे कह रहा हूँ, MBA में जितना मैं course I had learned, I thought I was running out of fuel in the sense there was no ideas coming to me. I wanted to study more, and I applied for Erasmus scholarship, and I went in a program called Education, Lifelong Learning, Policy and Management. So I went to Denmark, Spain. Luckily I did well, got the job with the ministry in Denmark. Then I decided I'd like to contribute as a consultant in the field, because there I thought I won't work. And God has been kind. I kept on working with UNESCO, World Bank. I got a UNESCO fellowship as well. And right now I'm with the European Union. Now why I'm here is, Pradeep and I, we have met long time back. We all both have this desire to do something for Bihar. So when I'm saying something for Bihar, it's not that I'm sure they will come outside as well. But Bihar, why you are saying Bihar? India as such is moving. If you look at other states, they're doing very well compared to our state of Bihar. Unfortunately. Whereas if you look at, you talk of Nalanda University, you talk of Patliputra, you talk of Chanakya, बस वही रह गया सब. As a better history student ढूंढी, प्रदीप जी से एक दिन क्लास होगा कि वहाँ क्या रह गया, उसको वापस क्यों नहीं ला पाए? ये स्टोरी में ये बताएंगे आगे किसी दिन. So why I want to tell you people is that this is a nutshell what he has asked me. The whole only reason why I am here is मुझे सर ने बुलाया and एक दिन का काम प्रिंसिपल से नोट टू एंड early morning मुझे मैसेज भेजते हैं and we keep on tracking which principal in this country would do this. I'm telling you, I interact with at least 200, 300 vice chancellor principal every year, and I'm not saying कि मैं आज यहाँ हूँ इनके ऐसा डायरेक्ट पर्सन मैंने capacity, I'm telling you, students, faculty, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, आप लोग सब अगर आज प्राउड फील नहीं कर रहे हो ना, या तो यहाँ से जाओगे तब प्राउड फील करोगे, या सन चले जाएंगे तब फील करोगे। रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर ने कहा था, प्यार करते हो तो फिर मरने के बाद मत कहना कि मैं प्यार करता था, तो अभी बताओ। So what you can do after this, what खुशी कर सकते हो? What more people can do is, बाहर लगा हुआ था, I love DCE. Eat, drink, sleep, everything, dream DCE. And when you dream that, it's not for DCE. DCE तो यही रहेगी, आप चले जाओगे, DCE आपके साथ रहेगी, साथ ले जाना DCE को। And आज इसको अच्छा करोगे, तो ये प्यार मोहब्बत आपके साथ, and believe you me, it will always pay you back, always. आज कोई भी जितने भी institutions हम सारे आए हैं, when you go back to your institution, they will say, oh shit, we should have done that then. So, as young students are telling you, like for example, Radeep, you are talking about the women cricket, just get into it. सारा कुछ कर लो यहाँ से. ये टाइम दोबारा नहीं है. जिंदगी में नहीं है.
What undergraduate to PhD, there is syllabus. What about out of the box? As some precisely pointed out, find your love. Love not just what you are thinking, love in academics, research and extracurricular activities. Now on to the next question.
No. I will connect it. Fall in love. देखो, जिंदगी भी स्टूडेंट जो यंग लाइफ में आप लोग जिस एज पे हो, जिंदगी में ऐसे मोड़ पे इस टाइम पे दो चीज आ जाती है, एक प्यार मोहब्बत भी और दूसरा नौकरी भी। So you have to choose between the two. So what you would do is, if you look forward, keep your naukri education part, give that priority, but don't disrespect the other part. Keep it alive. जिंदगी से करना करना, ये मत करो। यार मोहब्बत हमेशा होना चाहिए, but what education is important because knowledge, skills, this no one can take from you. Your girlfriend or boyfriend can leave you and go. Certificate will always remain yours. So you should be diligent enough to understand priority किसको देनी है.
So coming to the second question, which is posing in our students' head, what opportunities can you envision in higher education encompassing academics, research and industry for Indian students, especially for colleges like DCE and Mother, to various Erasmus programs with different fellowships?
Thank you very much. First of all, before I answer that question, let me put a hypothetical question to all of you. If given a scholarship, how many of you sitting in this room would like to travel to Europe? Full scholarship. Correct? Okay, that's very good. So now, you are at the right place. So, see, as Pradeep ne kaha tha ki aap yahan aaye ho, main socha tha, sir ne principal sir ne kaha, you have taken a competitive exam, right? And rank and wo bhul jao aapko kya hua, right? जो rank आपकी थी, love that rank and you come here. Now, how can you go to Europe? See, Pradeep ji ये कहते हैं कि he was also promoting about Europe. And why I tell people is, if you look at US, typically when I travel to IITs, right, or any engineering college, Indians are number one going to US, right? Number two, UK, then is Australia, then is Canada, and Europe is number 5 in terms of the people opting for it. The reason why there is this because Indians Europe will never do marketing and promotion of the course. यूरोप कभी आप मैं इरास्मस का 10 साल से हूँ, हम लोगों ने एक भी एडवर्टाइजमेंट आज तक कहीं नहीं डाली है. So how much students come to know? They come to know we visit the university because Europe believes in education cannot be sold, right? But today when you people are looking at where I would say look at Europe is, like for example in India, what happens is all of you have come through a good education system. आपने schooling की, आप एक competitive exam के through college में आए हो. So your network, your groundwork is solid. Now what it needs to be is you make it to take it to the next level. Why you make it to the next level is because where we are lacking as Indian, हम research नहीं कर रहे हैं. See, after Big Zero, Ayurveda and Yoga, can you name a product which Indians make and the world is using? Sorry? Anyone? So why, I always put this thing, I call it GAFAM. GAFAM. Yeah? Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple and Microsoft. Why couldn't India create this GAFAM movement? Whereas, in all these 5 companies I have named, आग बंद कर लो, more than 50% और आपके तरह लोग जिन्होंने यहाँ किसा वहां जाकर मालिक नहीं बने, यही पीछे से काम कर रहे हैं, right? I want today this opportunity to lead to you. I want all of you to think about innovation. Think about things which you like, you love, and innovate on that. And for that, Europe is the place. Now you will say, how do I go to Europe? That is what the question is. Erasmus scholarship, right? I've got the presentation which Kit can leave it behind and you can share it with you, right? So there's something called ENGMD. अगर आपके पास आप टाइप कर लो ENGMD. अगर आप गूगल पर टाइप करोगे ENGMD कैटलॉग, there are 215 मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम will pop up. ठीक है? आप उसके अंदर लेफ्ट साइड में कीवर्ड होगा. So keyword में if you are interested, for example, artificial intelligence, you are interested in robotics, you are interested in civil engineering, आप टाइप करो, you will see 7 to 10 programs will pop up. So what you have to apply for them, and when you apply for Erasmus program, that's master's program. When you apply for Erasmus program, you apply online. You don't have to give any money to anyone. You don't have to go through the institution. आपने कोर्स यहाँ कंप्लीट किया, आप जॉब में चले गए, and you start applying. That's number one. Now, why Erasmus is very good program is the most handsome scholarship available on the planet today. As a student, you get something like 1,400 euros per month. If you translate that, it's 1,30,000 Indian rupees per month as a scholarship. Is that good enough? अच्छा? 1,30,000 per महीने scholarship मिलता है, right? So that is, you should also look into that program. That's one. Number two, Ankit has been talking to me, and he's working hard on that. I will also help him. There's something called international trade mobility. आपके principals are both, चार चीज का होना, and I'll take this opportunity because I'm here to connect them with you, DCE, with the European University. So once the agreement is done, you can go on a semester, you can go even for 1 year, you can even go for job placement, and everything is paid. What I'm saying is, whatever I'm telling you, you do not have to pay a single rupee. Not even your travel, not आप एक रुपया भी आज से खर्च नहीं करना, ना आपके फादर या मदर को लोन लेना है, ना जमीन बेचनी है, right? That's why India has been. All Indian students should go on scholarship, right? So we are working on that. I hope DCE and some European university will come into collaboration, and under that program, students, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, all of them can go to Europe. Everything is being paid. So that's one. Number two, as I told you about the master's program, आप अभी सोच को देखना start करो, start seeing the program, click करो on the PDF, see what are they looking for. Try. See, as a young student, you need to do a lot of research. To get a scholarship, I have seen you need 6 to 8 months of good quality research on your application. If you do that, 100% you get a scholarship.
So you also question, like European countries are very much concerned about their mother tongue. Like research, especially in Denmark or in Germany, they are very much concerned about their mother tongue for research and academics. So what kind of problems do the students face, or what they should work from now onwards on?
See, that's a notion. They are not. And let me correct you. You are right. If you have Pradeep ji कहा ना, that world is becoming flat. So इस flat world में language के level का कैसा डालेगा? Number one. Number two, if you suppose you go to Germany, right? You're going to a university, 100% of the master's program are taught in English. Number one. Number two, I always tell Indian students, by default, you would know 3 languages. एक आपको हिंदी आती है, दूसरी what were your regional languages, and third is English, right? So if you go and pick up a foreign language, now I saw the lab which you have. So as a student, if you have mastered the language here, this is very simple scenario. A country never buys all the arms and ammunition just because it wants to go on a wall. It's preparing itself. Foreign language is, you are preparing, you are boosting your CV. The moment if I am a student and I say I know English, you are a student, you say I know English and Japanese, you will get the job, I will not get it. As simple as that. Because I play from the same, we come from the same institution. So if you pick up a foreign language, there are many advantages. A, like suppose after Japanese program I have started. So first of all itself, the moment you have completed, all the Japanese firms are your immediate employer. They are dying to find people who can speak their local language to help them negotiate work in India. They will take you to Japan first. So imagine your life changes. तो आप दो लड़के यहाँ से DCE से एक ने किया एक ने नहीं किया जिसने किया you will see the change straight away. Same goes for all other languages. You know you have to pick up what are the your languages, Spanish, German, French. आप ये सब languages को तो you know as a young student howsoever difficult it is, your Pratik is saying it is difficult and I agree. But yeah, आपको क्या difficult है? आप क्रैक करके यहाँ आए इंजीनियरिंग करने के लिए अच्छा होगा तभी आपने किया था कुछ दिक्कत नहीं है ये you have to invest, you have to give time, but this is a good time, pick up the language, master it, and you will see the world will change for you.
Last question, it is related to your career prospect and sir is for you. Any question? No question. So now I would like to ask some general questions. Like there was some concept of brain drain initially 2 decades before, 3 decades before. But still, like personality like you and other eminent personalities, these things are looking like brain deposits. And the dividends and interest is being getting like you coming to the Tamil small cities. So these interest and dividends are there. So how do you see with the prospect of brain drain and brain deposits?
See, I call it brain circulation. It's neither a brain drain nor it's a deposit. It's a brain circulation for me. Because as I said, all of you have come from a good education system. Now you're at DCE, tomorrow you'll come out of DCE. But as I said, and there is no harm in accepting, we are not very good in research. You pick up any scientific journal, how many Indian authors you will find who are in India? They might be at IITs and IIMs, but they are not there. So we are lacking scientifically in doing research. And that goes for science, that goes for social science as well. So my suggestion to young people, young Indians are, go abroad, study there for 2 years, work there for a couple of years, and come back and give it to this country. This country is young country now. It's not country for us. When we were young, country never looked for us. Today we talk of demographic dividend. And who is that? That's you, that's not me. I'm already in my mid-50s. So that's for you people. So when you go abroad, you learn what is happening, you come back and develop it in this country. Like for example, Uber. Why couldn't Ola be first? Why they have to depend on US to do it? Why did Flipkart not come in India first? First we have to have Amazon, then you have a Flipkart. So why can't people think? And you only think once you go abroad, do your research, and why European countries is important is any idea which you want to do. For example, you are today at DCE, for example, you are doing computer science. Now you come to a point after your 4th year and you realize, yeah, you are computer science. I want to do something else. For example, philosophy and ethics or economics. Europe is the only country, if you convince on the paper, they will take you. They will not say, you have not done equal in your graduation, will not take it. So it's a second opportunity, I'm telling you. So whatever, because there are many things we in India, we didn't want to do, we did because हमारे नंबर ही उठते हैं नंबर मैंने वो अलाउ किया अनफॉर्चुनेट इस कंट्री में लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल आज सर कह रहे हैं कि मैंने ऑर्डर कर दिया म्यूजिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट in like I was in Denmark, so there was a very good friend of mine, and she was not liking sociology of education. And to subject was pasand nahi aa raha, she was doing singing. So the professor said, "You are very good at singing. What can I put credit for your music class?" Now imagine where this could happen. So that's why I'm saying all of you start looking into open your horizon. Yeah, you should be reading a lot. I know you people are spending most of the time on social media. Unfortunately, सीखने में लोग देख रहे हो फिल्म रील्स देख रहे हो, but you know start reading because unfortunately reading has been going out of our like initially about flight पे आते थे सब लोग तो नहीं 30-40% पर books होते थे. Now that's gone. Everyone is on their headphones. And as a young Indian, if you not read, then what are you going to do? So if you read, ideas will generate. If you read, you will know what are you looking for, and you need to develop that appetite. Appetite you need to develop. Right? Are you with me? No. वो कहते हैं पैसों का खाना अजीब है कि जहाँ से गुजरता है रास्ता वहाँ बंद होती है. तो रास्ते को आपको खोलना होगा ना. तो पैसों को पहले जगाओ. रास्ता तो फिर खुल जाएगी अपने आप.
So I would like to highlight also, so in our new education policy, the government has also focused in creating credit bank in which students can do interdisciplinary researches from different universities, take courses and can deposit their credits and simultaneously can get courses and degree relevant to the club of credits. So, and so I would also like to ask some question like India is investing only 2.6% of GDP approximately in education sector, and especially European countries the 7 to 8% of GDP is in that. So how do you see these things?
See, I know this has been a very old thing. If you pick up Kothari Commission and if you follow the report of Kothari Commission, nothing has been done. But still India is moving. So I don't go because we are not political figures here, and there's no point debating on what it is. I think strengths are each individual, and each individual together, if they come together, these things can all be thrown out of the box. Like, because country is such a big country, so unfortunately 2.6 should have been ideally 6%. So if you have 6%, then only India will, as a country, will grow. But we can't, stop our present today. If अगर 2.60% है, तो मैं क्या करूँ? हर इंडिविजुअल के साथ कोई ऐसा नहीं होता है. आप लोग खुद से करो, अपने मन की अपनी रास्ता खुद बनाओ और ये सब भूल जाओ. ऐसा पॉलिसी है रहने दो. Because you have come here now, you have to make this. It's like an opportunity for you. हर student यहाँ पे world is open to you. It's a worldwide opportunity for you. It depends how you make it. Don't get into all this. Policies and 2.6. That's ideal. ठीक है यार रहने दो. क्या कर सकते हैं इसका? जो नहीं कर सकते, आपके कुवत में जो है, study well, give your best, go into extracurricular, get DCE the best name possible. Because you need to create that curve. तभी इंडस्ट्री आएगी यहाँ पे. और एक बार यहाँ पे 4-5 अच्छी फर्म आ गई ना, आप देखने जगह ही बन जाएगा. और आप लोग ये बनाओ हिस्सा रहे यहीं पे, ये छोड़ के भागे बस. इतना बनाओ आप लोग. Startups and entrepreneurs. So how do you see like how our students can excel in those incubation centers and with efforts of principals we have established an incubation center. So how do you? Yeah, that's a very good question. Startup and incubation center again. When Ankit, I've been working with Ankit, and when we put you in touch with the European University, all your ideas, I think you should do a lot of in engineering colleges to kind of hackathons. Start doing that. Create a competition amongst yourself. Learn from each other. Create competition amongst yourself. Then go to other engineering colleges. And come up with ideas. You should all be vibrant enough to every day generate new ideas. All ideas will not fructify. And then when you come in contact with a European university, a UK university or abroad, then share your ideas. These days online also you can share your ideas. So, but for that you need to read, you need to work in a team, you need to have mentor. And I think that's a very good feature as a young student, because instead of chasing a job, you all should be an entrepreneur actually. Create that new product. They say that disrupt karo. The other will disrupt karo yaar. But छोड़ो, सब आ गए सबके leadership में disrupt करो ना.
Disrupt within course.
So within course.
Really thank you, sir. Now I'd like to ask students if there are any kind of questions buzzing in your mind related to your career prospects or anything that entrepreneurs and startups.
अगर ये पूरा पूछो, लेकिन one more thing, If English is going to be here, if English is on your weak side, don't worry about that. See, that is again one thing, don't worry about that because you have to thank Modi ji for that. No, I'm not Modi sir. But nobody can. But you have to thank Modi ji for that. कि हिंदी की value currency बन रही है country में, right? Number one. Number two, if you look at Europe, again, let's look at Europe. We are representing that. Europe में वो अच्छा इंग्लिश नहीं बात बोलते हैं वो, वही टूटे बोलते हैं. So, if you go, you can practice. So, do not let the language put you back. But start reading English. Create your vocab. You start reading. Even if you pick up 2 to 5 words, like Narayan Mukti ne kaha that way back in 1998 when I was reading it, he's a British High Commissioner. He was saying, we get a lot of engineers that I can recruit. But out of 10, only 3 can I can give them the job because they don't speak English. They're very good in that. So, but that problem is getting out now. And that is one of the reasons why we have not been innovators. That is, we have not created product. हम जाके back office में काम कर रहे होते हैं, चाहे Google हो, Microsoft हो, Apple हो, that's what we do. So you guys need to change. It's a high time. अभी आपने ये language जो बना है सबने इंस्ट्रक्शन दिखाया मुझे, नहीं दिखाया is part of DCE, right? So pick up Japanese, pick up English language also, why not? And आपने दिल का जो इच्छा के भाई उसको कम करो. Yeah, young age में there's nothing right, nothing wrong. Whatever you do, that is right. Remember that.
So last question from my side. I have recently joined as a young faculty here, and in Bihar there are total 38 engineering colleges in every district. So many faculties have joined us recently. So how does Erasmus make a path for us or other teaching staff or non-teaching staff for the career and other prospects?
Okay, so what first I said about the international training mobility. So once, let's take a scenario that DCE comes into an agreement with any university in Europe. So that will be valid for 2 years. In that 2 years, sir would agree with that international office. That, for example, 20 of my students will go to Germany. And of course, they say 20 will come from Germany to India. Who होता नहीं है, but they don't come because of our hostel facilities are not up to the mark. But the faculties will come. Faculties are आपके होटल है, आप आपके guest house है, and faculties are not fussy about it. So under ICM, when the agreement is taking place, sir can decide that 5 of my faculty members over 2 years. So for faculty members, you have from 2 days up to 60 days. So you can only go up, for example, up to 60 days. You can't go more than that. And faculty from foreign institute will also come here. So that is one. Secondly, you talk about 38 engineering college. Again, sir can, maybe Pradeep ji can help to take a lead on that. There is a program called Capacity Building in Higher Education, CBHE, under Erasmus, which is something like to the tune of nearly 10 crores. So in capacity building of higher education, for example, 3 to 5 of these 38 engineering colleges can come together, and you have 3 to 5 again from Europe, and you say we want to work on developing the capacity of all our teachers. So then you have a lot of seminars, conferences, mobility. So you go abroad, you go and teach for a semester, they will come. So that's again a very good program.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words and information. Now I request principal sir to please ask some questions to our students.
Yeah, he wants to, please.
Good afternoon, sir. I got some questions. So my first question is how to manage your academics and startup. My first question is how to manage your academics as well as your startup.
Okay, see, if you ask me, I can speak. My person is very बुलंद है. Right, so see, academics is to get your grade, right? And you're learning because you're doing a syllabus. Your startup is something which has come to your mind. You're done. Which has come to your mind. So if you are doing something, if your startup is related to your academics, it helps you get a good grade in academics also. If it is related to it. If it is not related, it has to be related to that, right? Am I correct or no? So if, for example, you are doing a particular project and your startup is related to that, first thing what you would do is, you will do a lot of research. what is happening. So one thing all of you should know, this I learned in Denmark when I was doing my PhD. So you have to do a research question when you do a PhD, right? So when you go to a professor with a research question, you as a young student think you are very innovative and you are going to really find out the best thing in the world. My professor told me, Sanjeev, don't get excited. At least at this given time, 1,000 people in the world are working on the same topic. Which is true. So when you come in, so you're talking with a startup, so you start doing research. When you start doing research, you end up at the university portals with some professors. I think the first stage to do is, at your what I will do, read their published papers. So if you, for example, you visit any university abroad, in your entire department, you will go, you will see all the faculty members of the state. If you click on their profile, all the faculty members will tell you, these are my published papers, but that everyone does that. The best thing what they do is, these are the papers I'm working on, right? Now suppose you find a paper in which he or she is working on, and you also have that kind of idea, you write an email to them, they will love you up. They might even call you on their own expense. So that's why I said, you need to get to that level. And no idea is small. Each idea is unique and golden. So, do research and first top 15 the institution and those faculty members who are doing research in that area. And you, for example, you will see if you read one paper, one academic published paper, the same paper will again have 10 references, minimum. If you click on that, those will again have 10. So it's a career. जितना भी जॉब कर सकते हो करते जाओ. So it's a very good thing to have academics to start up because ultimately it benefits you. It gives you the confidence when you move on.
So I'm comfortable with it. Right. So like talking on an overall thing. So what would be the raw roadmap to get abroad?
Raw
roadmap, like in concepts.
See, like I said, as I said. See abroad, and let us start with Europe. I told you about Erasmus. So if you type E and GMT catalog, those courses will come. That's number one. And if you're looking at Europe consists of 27 countries. It's called EU member states, right? So suppose after 27 countries, you say, I like Germany, I like France, I like Sweden, I like Denmark, blah, blah, blah. So all these countries there, study in Denmark, study in Sweden, study in this. Go on that, do your research. Ask them where student to go to Denmark. There are 7-8 universities. They will tell you what are the kind of scholarship they have, what are the kind of courses they are open for. Okay? So again, that's about Europe. Again, UK is a part of 128 universities. So again, in UK, you go on the Times Higher Education ranking, put your subject, whatever your subject is, and pick up top 10. Yeah, I pick up only these top 10 universities, Edinburgh, Warwick, London, whatever your subject is. And again, write to them, see what are they doing. Same happens in Australia, same with US. So this will give you a very global understanding, and it's a very raw footage kind of a thing. Then because I'm not saying just close your eyes and follow Europe. You might find a course with full scholarship, which you can get to Australia. But unless until you have done the research, how would you come to that point?
Can I come in for a
Yes.
minute? I feel that we should first target bottom 50 colleges, not top 50 colleges, and find out courses which are not very sought after because it is starting. No, we are beginning. So I will advise my students to look for those colleges because there is one thing in Europe. They have a notion of diversity, campus diversity, and whenever university is marked, it's marked on that parameter also. How many foreign students are studying in your university? Now, top universities get so many students, but bottom 50 universities they don't get students from foreign countries. And India is one of the most sought after destinations for students. So there are chances, more chances that since we are not top universities of India, we are bottom university, bottom institution in a way. So it will be better, it will be practical to select. I don't know you agree with me or not, but I feel that it's practical that we should start with not most sought after college, but those colleges where you have reasonably good facility once you have a springboard there, एक बार जब आप वहां चले जाते हैं, तो वहां यदि कोई प्रोफेसर आपको रिकॉग्नाइज कर लेता है, तो फिर वहां से दूसरे बढ़िया यूनिवर्सिटी में जंप करने में आपको बहुत आसानी होगी। इसीलिए as a strategist, I would suggest let's select viable universities. I will not say bottom universities, viable universities. Select your viable courses. In the name of diversity, you may get selected in those positions, and perhaps that may benefit. I may be wrong. Any more questions from audience?
Yeah.
The thing is, I think we are so like we are in a technical field. So like if you were to provide a country, so like our thought of two countries, so what our thought is China, Korea, and Japan. So if you were to recommend one of these countries among them, which one would you be recommending?
Sir, personally, I would not recommend any country because I don't know your area of research. Number one. And number two, it also depends what you want to do. Because see, when you are doing your research and what is the area you're looking at, sit down. So whatever area you are looking at, so you should not, personally, this is my thing, never change the brand of the institution, change your dream. That's more important. Because you might end up in the best institution, Now, I think I'm a very good example. When I was in Denmark, I had a friend, he was ready, and next door neighbor in the university, and he was working in the field of biotechnology in 2006. So one day he came and, an Indian in Denmark, he said, the system on which I have to work to sell something that is not available in Denmark, I have to go to US. I was very happy because the university will not send him to US, and he was very happy. So he told his professor that we don't have this, so I need that. Professors of the England, they selected you, and the professor told him, fine, you plan when you want to do. So he wanted to go after a month, he had given the day. And he said, he met the professor on a Thursday, right? And he came and told me on Thursday, I was very excited. He said, for a month. I said, wow. On Monday, when he came to his, so when you are doing your PhD, you get office there. In his office, the machine was kept, brand new, right? So when he saw that, I ran to the professor and said, but that machine was transferred in 2006 for 4 crores, Indian rupee. So he said, that is for 4 crores. He said, professor, I'll break it. You know what the professor said? He said, Reddy, if you break it, I'll be happy. That means you have used it. So that's the difference. And he said, machine has come, but still after a month you go to US. But now before going, you have to practice this. See, in India what happens? CSI, the lab becomes, the director साहब को ऑर्डर टीम में खुलेगा ही नहीं, तो बंद है वहीं पे, और वो तो जिस दिन खुलेगा उसको मालूम नहीं ये यूज कैसे करना है. So that's the difference. That's why I'm telling, go abroad. It will open your horizon. Learn whatever you are training and come back into this country. This country is right now to take it, to absorb it, and to take you to the next level. आज हम बात कर रहे हैं, पति जी बात करते हैं, जो ऐप बनाया यूएस में वो, क्यों ना हम कहें कि डीसी का लड़का ने ये ऐप बनाया? Let's dream for that day. Yeah, yes.
So, okay, like I'm not my field of experience, like my interest. So, but among various colleges and various countries, how should we select them? Like, what should be the criteria for selection?
See, your criteria of selection should be. See, do you know what is mind mapping exercise?
Yes.
Right? So you do mind mapping. What you want to do, right? So once you do mind mapping and start doing research, start reading about the courses, the universities, wherever it is. Don't see that's what I said, don't select a country, don't select an institution. Do mind mapping. And after mind mapping you will have maybe 50 words. Then put them into a funnel, remove 45 of them, keep only 5. That 5 is your key pet words. Then you look which are the universities, which department are offering these. That's one way of doing it. Second is, you go by the normal route, that what you are doing here, as a normal progression, you will do MS in that. Right? So again, you look at the universities. If you look at the Erasmus, you will see Erasmus programs are not simple MSc in engineering. There will be engineering, ethics, economics, there will be hydrology. It's all very different. Like example, imagine in 2011, Erasmus was offering a program on artificial intelligence. 2011. Imagine Indian student who would have joined then, where he or she must be today. So look at those programs, they're very interesting. That's why I said the keywords. Select the keywords, keep on typing. Do with your dream and see which are the universities offering it, which are the countries offering it. And not only fix it to Europe, look at US, look at UK, because maybe sometimes what you are dreaming, you might find in Canada, for example. But and luckily, when we were going abroad, we had to take an exam and we didn't have a choice. Look at GMAT and we don't know what was the ranking, university. Today everything is in your hand. You click and it's there. So you people are, lucky to have so much. So it's just to find any information, it's just a click away. So I would suggest don't select any institution or country, select your dream, your passion.
Any queries from audience here?
Yeah.
So for these things, we have some counselors who are working on these areas. So how you treat it? Like should we go to them or just put our own research like?
See, frankly speaking, I'm not a very counselor-friendly guy. Because what will happen is, a counselor, suppose I'm a counselor, right? And there are 5 universities which are giving me 20% commission and 5 which are giving me 10% commission. तो मैं कहाँ भेजूँगा आपको? 20 वाले के पास. हो सकता है 10% वाला अच्छा यूनिवर्सिटी होगा. So I would not suggest. Personally I would not suggest. Yes, you should have a session on making your CV. That's all you should do. If you ask me, I can help to organize that. How to get a good CV, because all of you should not have same kind of CV. It has to be your strength, your skills, your competencies. But counselor personally would not suggest, unless until you have deep pockets, you have loads of money, they can generate so ठीक है. तो उन लोगों के लिए जिनको इन पेरेंट्स किसी तरह बच्चे को बाहर भेजना है उनके लिए.
We request you to remind one on how to write CV.
I'll do
Next time, yes. Sometime, maybe a month or 2.
Yes, you want to ask?
Yes. So currently I am a BTech student final year, and after knowing about my passion and skills, I wanted to change my career to management and sales. So, any advices or suggestion to increase my potentials in that field, because that field is different from my engineering field.
See, first of all, I did my MBA, and when I was doing my MBA, my father always wanted me to become an engineer because he was an engineer himself. But I never liked it, and I wanted to become civil servant. But when I did my MBA, तो मुझे समझ में आया ये lethal combination था engineering plus MBA, which I lacked, right? भगवान ने साथ दिया education करेंगे. So you are very lucky that you are an engineer. Now, when you want to shift to management and sales, what I would suggest right now is start reading a lot. Start reading a lot and see your interest. Which field you are interested in. And once you start reading, read books online. You pick up strategy management book, marketing management book, read latest journals. What's the research happening? Keep yourself abreast of what is happening in the world. And maybe after reading, you will say, "Nahi yaar, ye acha nahi laga." You know that, but maybe you will like it, and if you like it, that will give you the confidence. So once you apply anywhere abroad or anywhere, so when you write your statement of purpose, that will reflect in the statement of purpose. That's very important. So interest is one thing which you have. So now you have to develop your skills and competencies, and you have to give knowledge on the subject. So knowledge is the only thing right now you can do is because you have to maintain your PE also. Start reading. That's what I suggest. And also start looking at. Imagine yourself that I'll do my MBA or I'll join this company. Which of the top 10 companies you want to join? Start looking at their profile. What are they looking at? If, for example, we'll say I'm looking at a salesperson with no experience, and this is the profile I'm looking at. And you see, do you match that? And if you don't match, what is that you're lacking? And start working on the lacking. Okay. That's the best part. Start looking what are they looking for. That's it. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Sir, as an undergraduate student right now in India, what could we do to do our research papers? Like in India, in undergraduate programs especially, we lack research programs and all. So I would like to ask you how to do that.
That's a very good question. One, sit up. The two things you can do. One, I don't know, you could take a lead on that and create a journal. I'm sure sir will love it. You will love the idea. So even initially you can create an online journey. So what will happen is if you are fond of research and you have your fellow students, then faculty members will also contribute. Your faculty members also make them your guide and start small research paper which could be just online amongst yourself. Once you have done that, then you think you can take it to the next level, start contacting professors abroad. So area in which you want to do, again if you say today you go and look for it, if you pop up 10 professors who are doing currently work on that same area, you write to them, but just don't write to them, hello, I want to work with you. You have to have build bracket, but very short. What are you exactly looking at? So maybe he and she would see, because you need to say coming from Europe, again I'm telling you, Europe is an aging continent. Right? They want young people, talented people like you all to come study. Well, see, Erasmus scholarship, people ask me, why are you giving so much money? What is the hidden thing? There's nothing hidden. It's a soft diplomacy. Because they need working people to come. Same with the professors. If you write to them, see, like I'll tell you, give an example of my daughter. My daughter was doing law at UGS Calcutta, right? So that. Now she wrote to a professor in some area. Now the professor in US could not find someone who could do research free of cost for him. He said, yes, let's do paper together. And she already published the paper. But she had to work a lot. So that's why you people should do. Initially create that, understand, talk to your faculty members, create that group, so you will learn from each other. Right? Pradeep is a master here, you can take his experience and then try to select the subject, your team, try to professors abroad. What will open up for you? But it's very good idea. Do that. All the best. Yeah. Please. That's why I'm here. Don't worry. Please feel free to ask.
This question, you pinpoint the word interest. So sometimes it happens like when we are working in other fields, we start getting interested. So how to see to it? Like sometimes it's getting confused. Like what should we do? Should we go to this area or should we go to that area?
See, you are in a very good state. The more confused you are, that is more innovative you are. More knowledgeable you are, that means you are in search of it.
You are not to blinkers.
Yeah. So because if you did one path, if you did one path of it, तो वो क्या है? Nothing great. आप इतना सोचोगे तभी तो and interest. That's why I'm saying, that mind mapping game really helps there, right? And I said, if your interest you see is lacking, try to before moving to the next conclude that that's why I said put it in the funnel. So what you are interested, which comes down is what you want to carry on with. What is good? I would be very happy if you have loads of interest. You should be director of your own dreams. Let me put it that way. Dream, yes.
More study, more confusion, more study, more confusion. Europe is an easy country. India is a young and dynamic country which has entered into America. Really thanks sir for your speech, for motivating us, for guiding students. We will surely connect our students with you and we will be connecting with Erasmus program with the efforts of sir. Really thank you sir for this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to appreciate Nishant the way he has organized this program very well. This was our first podcast video, which we will share on our DC platform. And sir, anything else which you want to share? Because you have prepared PPT. He has shared his PPT well in advance 2 days back. So if anything remains, which you...
Nothing I just see nothing else. Only one thing I will tell you is that when you step out of DCE, one thing which every student makes a mistake, I don't know why. Get your CV absolutely, 101% correct. Number one. Number two, don't get into the spelling mistakes. That's the worst thing ever for a young student to do. I keep on seeing people when they apply for jobs. And first thing, because you should always remember, if you go through a campus, that's fine. If you apply to a company, your boss will never see your CV at the first go. It's the HR executive. And HR executive have been told, ये होना चाहिए. Spelling या कुछ format to रख दियो, CV हटा दो. So any job which you apply for, there will be hundreds of CV. So how do you stand out? So you have to create, your own story. Don't try to copy paste. Make it your own. Microsoft has done a blunder by creating this cut copy paste model. So if your senior has got a job, never copy it, because today's world, plagiarism is a criminal act, right? Even if you write your statement of purpose, these are kind of things which I want to leave you behind with. That because you need to understand at this stage where you people are, don't make a CV more than 2 pages. That's it. बस लिखो दुनिया की कहानी. अभी तुम उतना कुछ नहीं किए हो, right? So make it concise in 2 pages. No need to put your father's name, mother's name. Just you. You are selling yourself. You are not walking to the office. Your 2 papers, 2 page is going to walk and do the talk for you. So please ensure that's the best quality ever. You can consult people. Don't make others to write. Consult. Do it best. And that's what I will say. And any help you want, Ankit is there as a point of contact, sir. The most talented person, as I told you. I only wish you all the best. I want DCE to keep on growing, and I would end by saying, which I love this couplet, that खुद ही को अपना बुरा देखना कि हर तकदीर के पहले खुदा बंदे से पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your kind words and support which you have extended for next activities which we will plan. And I am very thankful to Professor Pradeep also. Sir has started very early from Delhi. 5 a.m. he has started and reached to Delhi airport, and flight was delayed. Again he has to travel to his village. So sir, I think I can join you so that I will get some more ideas which can be implemented at DCE. And my dear student, you all are unique. You can do miracle in your life. When first time when I have heard position of director, you do very well. Whenever first time you have been promoted for any post, always you are struggling with your own thought process. I was always thinking, 24 घंटे में सोच रहा था, मैं अच्छा डायरेक्टर कैसे बनूं? Accurate was the institute in Greater Noida in 2011. Always I am struggling, यार मैं अच्छा परफॉर्म कैसे करूं? अच्छा परफॉर्म कैसे करूं? नहाने जा रहा हूं तो वही विचार है, सो के उठता हूं तो वो विचार है. हर समय वो विचार प्रिजर्व किया और आइडिया आने लगे, छोटे-छोटे से स्टेप आने लगे. Still I am struggling with same thought process. Always I am struggling how I can make DCE Darbhanga at the best college. Always I am struggling with my own thought process. So this is a journey. No one can conclude that I have earned sufficient experience to perform well. Because I have served in private organization, that's why I am always running on knife edge. I am ready to lose everything if required. So that kind of gist is required. So you don't have anything to lose. Whereas I have so many things. I can lose my reputation. I can lose my job. Everything is on stake. My self-respect is also on stake. But always I am struggling to perform. If you will carry this gist, no one can stop you. Positive attitude is more important than talent. If you have positive attitude, certainly you will earn good heights in your future. No one can stop you. Be positive thinker. Always try to grab knowledge from others. So please try to earn knowledge which will help you to lead your career. So if you will always struggle with this kind of thought process, no one can stop you. Again, big round of applause for Professor Sanjeev. My dear students, please preserve this knowledge and energy for your bright future. Because हमेशा यही होता है, एक प्रोग्राम होता है, हम कुछ सीख के घर जाते हैं, फिर भूल जाते हैं. जो भी आपकी आउटकम है, you have to note down all these things, pen down everything, whatever you have learned today, so that you can reproduce this knowledge whenever required. And you can plan for your bright future also. If you will decide your path by today, certainly you will achieve success with very less effort. Whereas if you will not plan your career, so you will struggle a lot. Best of luck. God bless you all. Thanks to Ankit, thanks to all faculty members, and Ishan, you have done wonderful job. Very good. Thanks to Ravi. Thanks to Ravi and teammates. They have done wonderful job. Let's congratulate. God bless you.